So I saw this thing that said you could make fudge with just some frosting in a jar of Jif. That's it. So I'm going to find out if this really works. So what I've got, and I've got some butter here. We're just going to use this to line the pan. So we've got some implements of destruction here. I've got a bowl here to melt the frosting in. A bowl here to melt the peanut butter and mix the frosting in. And then this bowl here is going to be what we're going to put the mixture that's been mixed together into and put this in the fridge for our final product. So I'm going to start with melting the peanut butter in this bowl. Now, you know, it said just put this in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. I have issues with putting stuff that's not meant to be microwave, like this plastic jar in the microwave, so that just kind of freaks me out. So I'm going to take the peanut butter out of this and put it into the bowl and then microwave the peanut butter that's in the bowl in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. This is a messy job. Now, if you've got a dog, I guess when you're done with this, you could give the dog your hand and let him clean all the peanut butter off of it, but I don't have a dog, and the cat would just look at me funny. I don't know. Cat lick the peanut butter off my hands? Probably. Maybe that's what I need to do, is make a video of whether or not peanut butter will get licked off your hands if you give it to a cat. Alright, so we're going to put that in the microwave minus the spoon for 1.5 minutes. After 30 seconds, I'm going to take this out and stir it just a little bit, just to keep the edges from burning. And I'm going to stop it after another 30 seconds. Stir it up. It's obviously hot and liquidy, but I'm going to follow the instructions and do it for 1.5 minutes just in case it is changing some of the sugars in there and caramelizing them. Alright, so now we have some really soupy, hot peanut butter. Alright, so next we're going to do the frosting here. Now, I am using cream cheese frosting. They talk about doing this in the meme or whatever, using either vanilla or chocolate for regular peanut butter or chocolate peanut butter fudge. But I was thinking peanut butter and cream cheese might be really tasty. So I'm just going to use my my peanut butter fork, or I should say my peanut butter spoon. I do know the difference between a spoon and a fork. At any rate, we're going to end up mixing these together, so no sense dirtying up another spoon, right? Now if you leave a little bit of this frosting in the cup, you get to scrape it out with your fingers, right? Like licking the spoon. Alright, we're going to put this in the microwave for 1 minute. Alright. Stop this halfway through. You can see it's getting nice and liquidy. Stir it up a little bit. Alright, nice soupy runny frosting. Alright, so we're going to pour our frosting into our peanut butter here. We got our, what I like to call our kitchen squeegee. I think it's actually called a spatula. But you know, I'm more of a garage kind of guy, so kitchen squeegee makes sense to me. Alright, so we got all that in there. Go back to the fork, mix this up. Now, I guess if you wanted to put something like walnuts or something like that in there, it might be good to add those now. Alright, so that's getting mixed up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some butter here, and I'm going to spread it, smear it around the inside of this bowl. And the reason I'm going to do that is I could spray it with Pam, but this is going to make the fudge come out of the bowl easy, And butter tastes better than Pam cooking spray. So this is a good way to do this. Now you notice my butter's not getting all the way into the little corners here. And that's okay, because I'm going to go over this once with my fingers and make sure it's all nice and buttery. So we're going to set this aside, put that back in the fridge, and then I'm just going to take my fingers and make sure that the bottom edges of the bowl are coated with butter. Alright, so now that everything's coated with butter, we're gonna pour this in there. Nice and creamy. Alright, and we're gonna put this in the fridge and let it set up. And it'll probably take several hours to cool. We'll probably just let this sit overnight. Alright, so the file that I made when I took this out of the refrigerator and cut it got corrupted. But here's what it looks like. Looks like fudge. We sliced up, put it in here, and it's ready to bring to a Christmas party, and we'll eat it there.